Good afternoon. It's Melanie here. How you doing? I think I'll just probably spend the next kind of time moving forward commenting on little bits and pieces I'm seeing being talked about me for the Alone Show for season 10. Just because I think a lot of people don't know what I really do and how it can help me out in the Arctic. So basically, one of my passions is history. And I specialize in being a historical forager, which means someone who's interested in foodstuffs of the 18th century, which is the 1700s. So where I live here in New York State, it is hugely important because it's where French and Indian War took place. A lot of the Revolutionary War took place. So, there's all sorts of mixes from in the indigenous people who live here, the Mohawk, which is what my lovely man, Mr. Brian McCormack, who some of you guys are following too. He's Thunderhawk_studio, I think, on his Instagram. Down to the English, the French, the Dutch. There's Abenaki. There's all sorts of very big groups of people either introducing plants into the area here or using the ones that are already native. So for me, because I'm a foodie, I not only love the history of what essentially happened here, but also what everyone was eating at that time and what was being used for trade, for example. So when I was out in the Arctic, that kind of knowledge really, really helped me. And it was also one of the reasons why I bought two portions of food as two of my tools choices. And I'm going to call them tools because they are tools. The reason I bought pemmican and the reason I bought jerky was because that is exactly what someone would have done had they been going off into the wilderness, whether they be a woodsman, a trapper, a hunter. If they were going out into the area where it was that I ended up going to, they would have taken jerky and pemmican. It's two very important things that they would have taken. And because of my living history passion and because of my knowledge of what went on in those times, that's the reason why I took it. Possibly also because I'm a mom and I'm used to packing food when I go out as well. I mean, you can't blame me. But yeah, there have been a lot of comments about that, and I had to wait for a while because I needed to get permission to be able to talk about it first from the History Channel peeps, the big peeps, and I got that yesterday. So that is the main reason why I took my foods. Now, I think when you look on the Alone Show cast, you'll see that I'm holding up two bags. And the two bags are, we did that kind of segment a little bit before we went out. So they were unweighed bags. And one of them was in fact jerky, but it wasn't weighed out. So it was a little bit heavier than what I eventually went in with. And the other one was a bag of rice, which no way, shape or form would that ever have gone into the outback with me, to the Arctic. That kind of rice wasn't around in those days. If I was going to take rice, I would have taken wild rice, which is actually prevalent in the lakes around Canada. So, but I didn't. I took pemmican, and this pemmican was made by an incredible woman by the name of Brenda. And she's huge, plays a huge part in the movement of talking about representing and teaching the indigenous peoples, particularly Cree, as that's where she comes from, and Métis. So she is married to the wonderful Dave Holder. And if you know Dave from talks about the History Channel cast and crew, he is a Brit, and he's also in charge of our security, safety, sourcing of sites, and making sure that we all got things that he thought were necessary for us to survive as long as possible. So that is my segment for today. I hope I explained two of my tools, and I will go ahead and explain other ones because it's important that you know the truth. Truth will set you free. So yeah. I hope you guys are having a great time. I have just come in from gardening. It has started to rain. So I'm coming and I'm going to do some paperwork and billing, and can't do laundry because I'm solar. I live off grid. So I'll wait till the sun comes out again and I'll do that. But yeah, it's a good day. Hope you guys are okay. Take care. Bye.